All rise, bring the meeting to order and say the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pat. Here. Virgil.
Yes.
Ryan.
Yes.
Billy.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
We need a motion to approve the minutes and the finance
We
report.
got to do trustee oaths first.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Second.
We're gonna do the trustees oath first.
Are we going?
We're gonna swear the new trustees
He
in.
just told you not to swear.
Yeah.
He's been swearing that for years.
Repeat after me.
Repeat after me.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois.
and that I will faithfully
I will faithfully
discharge the duties of the office of Village of Tilton trustee.
discharge the duties of the office. Faithfully discharge the duty to the office.
Oh, boy.
Can you repeat that? Hey, you know that was live, right?
That'll be on Facebook.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can do it.
Now we need your motion to accept last month's minutes and the finances.
Second.
Ryan. Scott. Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Virgil.
Yes.
Ryan.
Yes.
Billy.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
We're gonna skip around a little bit so you guys know. So, gonna do the fire report. Richard?
Butch and I would like to take a few minutes to thank somebody.
Most of you don't know, a lot of you do, a lot of you don't, that we have a member on the fire department that was on his way home in February of this year. He came upon a automobile accident and he had to stop, but Jack chose to stop and was very instrumental in saving the young man's life. That young man is right here tonight. Carson Borders, correct? Is that how you spell that or pronounce it? Carter. Okay, Carter. Carter was left with some pretty serious injuries that night or that day. And if it wouldn't have been for Jack and some others, this young man may not live to see today. So he's been recognized by the Milford Fire Department. He's met the family. Jack has been with Tilton for over 35 years. Jack doesn't want any recognition, but this is his time to be recognized for helping this young man be here today. Richard?
When we met with them up in Milford, his mom come up and said to me that we did a great job training him. And I don't want to take nothing away from Jack because I joined when I was 13 years old. And I've always looked up for Jack, and he's taught me almost everything I know besides Butch and Dave. You'd like to come over here, Jack?
Hey, Jack, just so you know, it's live.
It's an honor for me to be able to hand this to you.
Yeah.
You know, this has been a very humbling experience for me. I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for some of the guys in this room. Chief Fields, EMS, Trustee Bill Weir, Mayor Phillips, mentors, guys that got me through my EMT class, answered questions when I needed them, just fantastic people. People on the fire department, from the chief all the way down to our youngest cadet. We support each other. The biggest hero here tonight, person and his family.
Thanks, Jack. Thank you, buddy. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well deserved, buddy.
Now, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah.
He's actually, what do I want to be?
Hey, Brian, you get a picture with them guys?
We can.
Hey, Jack, we need to have a picture with you and the family.
We have a lot of connections with around. To the other side.
You guys want to stand up there or Jack will get your picture here?
Smile, Virgil.
Yeah. Blackbird do out, so you don't pull.
All right, everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Good luck to you, Carter.
Yes, good luck, Carter.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
There's 4 empty seats over here if anybody wants to take them. Thank you.
Going once, going twice,
So-
sold.
Is Tom be recognized or hired for
However you want to do it.
from our executive session, right? What date that was?
I don't know.
Yeah, motion to hire Tom Overmeyer for our engineer that started April 1st.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil, Brian,
Yes.
Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. You're up, Tom. Since you're employed now.
You'll get a plaque.
Really my turn already.
Yeah.
Go, Tom, go.
For the last week or two, I met with TJ and Brian, and we met with Dan Ribby as well, to kind of talk about some things that I would want to approach, maybe doing roads going forward, and TJ's on board and Brian's on board, but we're gonna try to do a whole larger section of a neighborhood as opposed to doing 2 blocks here, 2 blocks there, and 2 blocks in other communities. And try to get the neighborhoods more on a rotation schedule, like maybe we do them every 4 years, every 5 years, whatever it takes. We'll probably have to jump around and hit some blocks that aren't going to be able to wait that long, but for this year, I sent you a map. You should have that in your packet.
Is that one up on the screen?
It's on the screen also.
Yeah.
It's up on the screen, great. Basically, the area we're looking at is kind of both ways off of Glendale, south of the railroad and west of the other railroad, and bound by Kingsdale on the west side. That neighborhood, and then north of the railroad, just north of there, the neighborhood south of this street, all the way over to both railroads and stopping at L Street on the west. For people who live in those neighborhoods, they know that those roads are not in great shape necessarily. So we're starting maybe with roads not quite as good a shape as they should be. So what we plan to do is do some leveling and fixing the edges of the road, so we got a nice straight edge. If you drive down some of those roads, you'll notice the edge goes in and out because the ownership has degraded to the point where it's just chipping off. So we're gonna, one operation we're gonna do, and we wanna do this with non-MFT funds, and we wanna put a strip of asphalt, maybe 2 foot wide, maybe 4 foot wide in some places, fill in at the corners where we get those deep dips, fill those in with asphalt, and create a new edge. Basically, we totally repair the edge. I was told,
Help give you a border that way,
No, still break off as easy.
That's right. And then when we're done with that, we come back and we still coat everything. And hopefully we'll have a better road and it'll last longer because the edge won't be falling apart. So there's two components. One is the steel coat work, which we want to do with MFT. And that's what the resolution is tonight. The estimate's about 210,000 and then the resolution set up for 225. So we can hopefully pass that tonight. The second part, maybe you want to speak to that, setting up the budget to do the non-MFT part.
Yeah, we, so if we put 130,000 in that line item for
Yeah.
road repairs, so we're just, and we've already scoped with tip and cast, and we think we can get, it wouldn't be a problem to get to that. Additional.
Some of it can be tip
additional
funded,
10,000,
and
if it's
tip
a little
is-
shy.
Yeah, I think that number is going to be between 130 and 150.
What about rebuild Illinois money?
We'll use that on the MFT part.
Can we use that on this too, or,
Yeah,
okay, we'll talk, yeah.
for reasons. It's simpler if we don't.
But some of, if it's in tip district, we can use tip money.
Yes.
Bring your motion to approve.
Yes, a motion to approve the MFD resolution 2023-0420.
So moved.
Second.
Oh, I'm still slow.
Hmm.
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yes. Additional cost to G Street project too. About Ted Harkey and MSE, do the concrete testing and for Ted Harkey to set up for the project.
Last year when Midwest was working on the roads, I think Fairground was doing the construction layout. And Midwest Engineering was doing the concrete testing through the Fairground. I think the decision was made that I would kind of finish up that project. And the construction layout would be done by the contractor. And we just add that to their contract. I don't have a number right now, but if you want to add the construction layout, it's going to be obviously less than someone driving over from Champaign to
Yes.
from a consultant, so it's going to save you money. And then have the contractor make the contractor responsible for the concrete testing as well. So we'd like to add the construction layout and the concrete testing to Midwest bid. I won't have a number probably till next meeting. The other thing discussed with the mayor and some others about the sidewalk that's running adjacent to the roadway. If you recall, well, if you look at the south side, it's still that way, but there's a 2 or 3 foot gap between the back of the curb and the sidewalk. Instead of pouring that sidewalk back that way, we decided to go ahead and make the sidewalk right on the back of the curb. We made it wider. So I think we probably added 1.5 foot width to the sidewalk, and I just got the contract from Midwest today, so I'm not sure how many additional square feet that's going to be, but we're going to increase the cost of the sidewalk a little bit. And that will avoid this awkward gap between the sidewalk and the back of the curb, which has to be mowed, maintained, and you end up with a nicer sidewalk that's wider, easier for people to walk on. Yeah. You want to see what it looks like, we're going to pop some pictures out there, I guess. But if you go out there now, you can see some of it done. Got a little transition to do it. Some of the driveways you'll see.
Biggest question is, everybody, when are they gonna start doing something so they can use the overpass again, do you know? Anybody?
Well, right now, they're trying to finish up all the stuff that's not on the main line on the north side. And they might start pouring the main line tomorrow. So here,
On Monday.
they've got, starting to set their baskets for the valves coming down the slope. So I think that the south and north side will probably all poured before the end of next week.
Papers.
And then they'll jump over to the south side. Or we could open it up and then drive over.
Yeah. Oh, you got Tom?
Oh, power poles. No doubt about
Yeah, I thought fire company's supposed to remove them.
it. There's a few light poles that are in the way. I guess the hammer's gonna come in and move them. They're concrete poles and then
Jump.
replace them with
Wood poles,
poles.
yes. Concrete deteriorated so bad they're falling over.
Contractor's doing a good job.
That it? Richard, you have anything else?
Yeah, we ran a total of 68 calls. 2 of them were structure fire, the rest of them was a mixture between false alarms and assisting the ambulance with medical calls. I turned in a quote to replace our squad. We were talking with Phil about using one of the ones with the accident. We determined it'd probably be best just to quit putting Band-Aids on them, try to get a new one. I talked to Phil and he's still gonna give us the light packages and the sirens and everything we need off of the one that is getting fixed right now and he retires it. So hopefully we can keep the cost of putting lights and sirens on it down to the minimum, but I turned in this quote for $41,190.
That was coming after May 1st, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna trade the
We're
squad in?
No, we good.
Yeah, we were gonna do it different route.
Truck.
I got you.
No one's driving down there to break down.
Or get over there and only
Yeah.
offer $500 for it.
Yeah, need a motion to accept Morrow Brothers bid on the truck, on the car, I mean,
I'll make a motion.
after May 1st.
Scott?
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes. Yours a little bit more expensive, but you're next.
Ran a total of 94 calls. We had 57 total in Tilton. 34 of them were daytime. We covered 33 of them. We dropped 1. Total night calls in Tilton was 21. We covered 20. We dropped 1. Calls to Oakwood, we did 19 of those. Mutual aid requests other than Oakwood, we had 10. We covered 9. We dropped 1. We were busy on 2 Tilton calls. When we dropped those calls, we were already on a call. They turned in a proposal or a quote to buy new power load system and cost for the new ambulance when we get it back in July, August. That quote is by Stryker, $62,157.34. So we're asking to buy a new load system for it rather than
Yes. Saved a lot of back injuries, I can tell you that.
cover back injury.
Yes.
It also puts an extra one in service too, correct?
Yeah.
When it leaves next month to go be refurbished, should be back in July or August. He doesn't have one in it now because we took it out, put it in the last new year.
He didn't understand.
I'll make the motion.
Hold on a second, let's do them two. Do Butch's second one too, Supreme Radios.
I'm sorry. Say that again, Mike.
I was gonna say that'll put you 3 in service once we get the new one.
Yes, we want to put it in service. We had been over the last couple of weeks where we really needed 3 units in one day. So there was some discussion made about stocking that unit completely, unlike the way it is now, where it's just a reserve unit with the state, which has no equipment in it, but it still holds a state license. We would, due to the increase of calls and transfers at the same time, we would like to go ahead and place that into service when we do get it back as a operational vehicle at any time. We don't have to take the equipment out of this ambulance and put it back in that ambulance for us to use. If one goes down, which we already know how that is.
Yeah.
We're not having to take the equipment out of this unit and put in that unit to put it in service to be able to use it. It'll be in service 24/7.
Can you do the next one too, but then let's make it all one motion?
Okay. The next one is, for radios and pagers. Been quite some time, that we've bought pagers. I have 2 working pagers out of 12. The other 10 are obsolete. They cannot be reprogrammed anymore, can't be fixed anymore. And I've been kind of holding off, but we're to that point that we'll need to, replace some pagers, and add some walkies. 2 separate quotes there. I believe one is for the walkie. For $599.73.94, and then the other for the walkie or the pagers, $29.65.
Need a motion to accept
I'll make a
both.
motion.
Second.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Billy.
Yeah.
Yes. TJ, you're next, buddy.
Ready for this?
That's all I have.
Still been patching holes through town, been adjusting the height of some manholes and catch basins. When we did the GIS thing, we noticed a lot of them was low, so we've been going around getting them brought up to grade. Had some minor storm cleanup from the storm March 31st. Had several sinkholes from storm sewers that we've got repaired in different areas of town. Got the bathrooms are opened at the lake and the parks, I should say. Had a sewer call at 1900 block Adams. It ended up being the homeowner's problem. We had 54 Julies, 1 after hour call out, 17 work orders. Turned in a quote for a dump truck back in February of 22. I put an order in for a Ford. I just got told that Ford has canceled all 22 builds and 23 builds. So I found a Mack out of Terre Haute. I don't know why I can't remember that. We talked about us putting a deposit down on it. They're saying that they can have the truck to me by the end of summer. And I wanted to put a deposit down out of this budget that we're still in, since I've already had it approved for the Ford that got canceled out on me.
I make the motion.
Second.
And the total price between the Ford chassis and the Mack chassis isn't, I mean, it's not.
The Mack chassis was a little bit more than the Ford, probably about 10,000 more.
Why don't you do ROM equipment and
So
chassis at the same time?
you want me to go to that too?
Have to have the body for the truck.
So then I got a quote from Ron Equipment to build the Mack truck with the bed and plow and spreader and everything on it. Warning lights, all that. The quote was $75,738.29.
We need motion to accept both the truck and the body.
Second. Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Brian,
Yes.
Billy.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
With Brentwood Playground that came in, we're going to be installing it hopefully here soon. We talked about looking into surfacing to get away from the mulch or pea gravel. I reached out to several places that have this pour in place rubber. I got a hold of a company that does all the ones, just did several of them here for the city of Danville, like the Ambucks Park up at Winter and all that. To do Brentwood Park, it's $44,300. That covers 2,800 square feet of the park. It's ADA compliant, fall hazard, everything is the fall height. It meets the fall height required. This has a 20-year lifespan on it. After the 20 years, if we notice anything wearing or cracking in it, all we got to do, they will come back out and basically recap it for like a quarter of the cost, if that, depending on the shape of it. And that is through Adventure Turf. They're out of Wisconsin.
We're gonna do the base work. Okay?
We're doing all the prep work. Once we install the playground, we'll do all the prep work will be done. So all they gotta do is come in and pour it and
So it's actually a solid surface.
have you been up to the Ambucks Park?
Yeah.
So it's a solid surface, but it's rubber. It's shock absorbent. And we've been down the mulch, we've been down the pea gravel, we've been down the chopped rubber, and none of them hold up, and they seem to end up everywhere but in the playground. So I was looking at different options with the new playground to,
You do Thomas Park too?
So
On that picture.
he reached out to him, we're waiting on that quote back, but.
I turned in the quote, but
Go ahead. 58.
I don't have an
I'd
answer
say-
because we just got it today.
Yeah, we can't take
he's
it.
got to that, yeah.
Um,
On a discount price that they were gonna do both parks.
so that's coming.
Buy one, get one.
That'll be coming next.
Yes,
month.
yeah. They're not gonna be here anyway until you get done, right?
Yeah, and then they're looking at, it's gonna take us a while. I'm trying to coincide with their schedule so we can build the playground and have them come in so that we're not sitting there with the park shut down forever.
Approved it next month so they can do the other. one.
Yes.
All right, I need a motion.
Yep, we need a motion.
Yeah, Mike, who's the second? Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy.
Yes.
Turn in a quote from Vermillion Chevrolet.
You feel like filling right now.
Yeah.
Just separate from Phil.
For Silverado, we talked as of replacing the one that we have in the fleet, and that one would then go to Tom
Yes.
to use around town. This one would then go to replace the one that Nina's driving. The quote's for $45,713.45. And then we had talked about possibly using the old squad cars as trade-in towards that, so that price could come down too.
It may come down a lot lower.
Well, quite a bit.
If I get done.
Right.
Remaining Chevrolets. Need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
So you're on.
Where's that in stormwater?
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Where we at now?
Truck.
Oh, the bed replacement. Yeah,
Last one.
bed replacement. On the red truck.
2013 GMC, still a good truck. The bed has caught the rust, and you know, you can only do so much with rust. I looked at having it just the bed repaired, and the cost was about 8,000 or more just to repair what is there. I can replace it with a service body bed for $10,973 from Coing Body out of Peoria. I think we get a lot more usage with the service body or utility body on it than the bed just being repaired that's on it now.
Yeah. Who installed it? You gotta go to Peoria.
It would have to go to Peoria to be installed. That's painted to match the truck, everything installed for that price.
Need a motion.
For $2,000.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
I'm done for hopefully a couple months.
Until next month.
Bring it back.
Oh, yeah, 58,000 for
Yeah,
the
Next
playground.
year.
Then we can do that at TIP district. Okay, Phil, you're up.
All right,
Spend it too.
we ran 290 calls for service for the month of March. 19 arrests made, 20 PNTs during that month. We issued 86 citations, 21 warnings. Had 7 ordinance violations issued, along with 6. No, I had 7
warning violations and 6 actual violations issued. We did receive the 3 squad cars, which 2 of them are already down at Ron Equipment, getting fitted with the new equipment. So those, hopefully within 30 days, 2 of the 3 will be on the street. Also took delivery of the side-by-side, which was purchased. Started putting it together, getting pricing for the lights, to be used for the parks and ATV park, other items. And then I'd like to add a new part-time officer, Lane Weston. He's currently Green County Sheriff's Deputy, also works Catlin part-time. Willing to come and help us out here and there occasionally on some of the odd hours I don't have help with, so. And other than that, I'm not asking.
I need a motion in a second to do the vote. We did the approval. Number 3. Barbara picked up.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah.
We need a motion on
On
the squad that we already
vehicle.
technically had.
Yes,
So moved.
37,750.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Side by side, 2995400.
So moved.
Second.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Part-time police officer was appointed by me. We need to affirm him as board.
Second.
I'm getting it.
Bob, Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Got you covered, buddy.
That's all I got for this.
Sewer department.
Really don't have anything to
Damn it.
purchase, so.
Yeah.
We got our crane truck in for the sewer department.
Okay.
And we got the GIS all completed, so we've
Good.
been working on setting things up there, different departments. So,
Cool. Brian?
Continue to work with iPads whenever you guys have issues. I got the ATV park page updated on the website so people can fill out their waiver and pay online and see all the rules. We're currently working on the golf cart page, so we can do the same thing on there so they can fill out their waivers if it's their first time, do their yearly payments and things like that. Got some computers to and from the PSB for different things for the police and fire. Still doing some research on the traffic cameras. Hopefully next month I'll have some prices so we can add a few more of those on Route 1. So we can stream on YouTube like we do now to watch traffic and things. Because I get on there quite a bit and watch, and there's consistently like 3 to 10 people watching our traffic camera on Route 1 to see how much traffic's going through. So Dave asked if we could look into adding a couple more. Huh? Some people I think check just because like the weather, especially in the snow, people will check to see how traffic's flowing on Route 1 especially. So I think that's all I got. Oh, I did have my ticketing system. I'd had 36 tickets I got last month and got those done.
City administrator.
Okay, I have prepared the budget based on everybody's input. It's on here. I would like to have a motion to display it for 30 days and hopefully get it passed.
Make a motion.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Mike, Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Fraser, have anything?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to let the board know that we finally got a hold of the collection agency for municipal court, so we can start sending cases that aren't paying.
Yes. Good. About time. And that's for every community, right?
Yeah, it's right.
Okay. Good. Curry pay estimate number 18, 106,947.31.
So moved.
I ain't done yet. Change orders 1 through 7 on contract increase of $82,564.52. Now you can do it.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
One correction on it, it should be contract B.
Contract B, okay. Did I say A?
You said
Yeah, you said A, 'cause that's what I
Okay.
typed.
probably confused you.
My bad.
Oh, no, I haven't. I think you.
It says contract B.
B.
Where did I-
Change
I
order.
could have sworn it said A.
The file name says contract A.
So, just to let you guys know, we met with the county engineer and East Ross Lane Bridge is on the hit list. And if the state comes and inspect it, so they're trying to get ahead of the state of Illinois. The county engineers inspected, there's some bad beams underneath it. And so they're trying to loop 3 superstructures together to save the city money. And our part in the future probably gonna be about $500,000 on that bridge. And they're paying part of it, we're paying part of it. The bridge fund's gonna pay for part of it. So just to give you a heads up, they don't know when it's gonna happen. It could be in 25. So,
14th Street.
yes. So I'm giving you a heads up.
Sure, that's good at all.
Yes. So we don't have an intergovernmental agreement signed with them right now, so it's coming. So I'm just giving you heads up. Zoning. Tom, you're up.
All right, so last night, the planning commission met, we had 2 items on our agenda that we reviewed. The first one was the proposed preferred land use map. It was reviewed by the planning commission and unanimously voted to approve it. The second item was a request for zoning at 14th and King Street for the lots, 2 lots there for multi-unit apartments to be placed in there. And based on the information we received some, not a lot of detailed information. And we did have 6 residents show up that were opposed to the plan of putting apartments in there. And without a detailed plan, the commission did not feel at the time we were ready to deny or confirm the rezoning of the property.
So we need a motion to accept the land use map as provided to the zoning board. Preferred land use map, I'll put it that way.
Bob,
And this is not going with we're just accepting the map, not as far as zoning it for,
No, that'll be up to the zoning board. It'll be a preferred map.
okay.
They got a copy of it and the zoning board can make the determination
Yes.
for what we got it zoned as.
is that a yay?
Yes.
Okay. Scott.
Yes.
Virgil,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Mhm.
So are you set for another meeting or something, or what do we do after this? With the whole zoning portion, what's the next step?
Well, Dave, if you want to tell us, I mean,
They'll have to review plans if they get that far. And the zoning board does, and then they can make a recommendation. They can actually vote for it, but the board can overturn it. So we have the final say what goes there.
Sure, I'm just curious when if the,
People not
are
ready
you
for
referring more to the map itself?
no, I'm just curious if they didn't have plans for you when
Right.
you were there, so what's the next step? Are you just gonna
Yeah.
wait for them to come back, or?
Well, we did tell them that we need something more detailed, so I thought maybe they'd be here tonight where we could give them some more information as to what we need. Because their concern was, if you're not gonna pass this, we don't want to spend the money to have architect take a look at this, spend a lot of money that they're not gonna.
If they're sitting on this side, they wouldn't want to put up teepees up there either.
I think,
They haven't purchased the land yet.
I don't think so. I think it's an option on it.
Another thing, Dave,
Yeah,
a lot of properties we don't have options on right now that haven't been zoned, they haven't purchased the
They need to
land.
make it commercial.
It hasn't gone through.
Hey, Tom,
There's a contingency on the.
they haven't purchased the land yet, have they?
They did not indicate one way or another.
Didn't
They have not.
Well,
You sure about that?
Yes, I am absolutely sure.
I would think if they're serious
On
about it,
it.
it's been here tonight.
If it doesn't get zoned right.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, I'm not for that. And that is the most ridiculous place to put a apartment.
We're talking like 48 apartments and like 200 cars.
Yeah, they said that first section on 14th Street, they said 5 to 6 buildings with 8 units. In each
Two-story.
building.
Well, I don't believe that either because they couldn't even spend the money to draw a proper.
Yeah.
Proper
Plan.
plans. I don't see any five buildings.
The other thing, they didn't come and ask for a zoning change to start with.
Their initial thought was they would start with 2 to 3 units and see how it would.
So if you guys want to deny it now, you can vote whatever you want to do.
Well, since the property hasn't been purchased and all that other stuff, I personally feel that should be zoned commercial.
I would agree.
Residential housing, that's primary for small business, restaurant or whatever else. That's my feeling on it. So I'm gonna make a motion that we deny
Zoning.
the apartment complex and have it zoned commercial and retail.
Was that the preferred zoning on that? Was that the preferred zoning on that map?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
You guys got that map that's on your.
Already.
No, no, it's zone zero.
I'll second.
right now.
Zero.
Yeah.
It's open land.
I thought it always been
That's on
zoned
the
commercial.
Oh, that-
Oh, yeah.
It's open land right now. They zoned it as light originally.
Had to get it zoned.
Yeah, what's your name was gonna buy it and he turned him down.
But like I said, I'll make a motion that we zone that commercial retail.
Look after this.
Okay. Now let's go out for review, yeah.
Okay.
Mike did.
I personally think with all the businesses we have there now would bring some commercial there.
Zone it commercial? Yes.
Virgil.
Sorry, we're doing IT.
Ryan.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes. Well, that's what we're trying to do a little bit.
Yeah.
We don't want apartment buildings next to us.
They denied the permit, so it's gone.
We share the same feeling.
Thank you.
I mean, motion to annex Thomas's house for the third time. Since the county can't get it right.
Do you have it, Mike?
How long it been?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Well, Jan was in and Joey wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
Jan was in, he was out.
Yeah, yeah.
Sides of the house.
Jan got registered in Tilton and Joey couldn't.
All the property around there is Tilton, where he built his house, and Jan's bedroom or something must have been in there.
Boy. Did you get a second or?
Yes. Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Virgil.
Yes.
Ryan. Kelly.
Yeah.
Mike.
Yes.
Yeah, motion to send Keith Moran economic package to the cultivation facility, Parkway Dispensary and Mileage Lounge.
So moved.
Second.
This is just for him to review.
Yeah,
For recommendation.
yeah. Make recommendations.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Virgil.
Yes.
Ryan.
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Bids for 314 Brentwood.
We got one.
Got one?
Finally get one.
Yeah, we lowered.
Yeah, we did it at the special board meeting.
Yeah. It was the right name.
$1,000.
What do you tell me?
It was 15.
1,500 of them.
No.
Did we put a minimum on?
Oh, we may not, but
I'd say
Yeah,
you're
we
right.
did.
was it
Yeah, we did.
1,500?
I'd say you're
I
right.
was.
2,500.
We lowered it down.
They have to redeem the taxes too.
Yeah.
So.
So,
Mow
so,
it? Yeah. So
yeah, so
I make a motion to accept.
and they have to redeem the
For
taxes. too.
$1,000 too.
And they also have to redeem the taxes.
Yeah, they have to redeem the taxes too.
Zach Howe.
How? I was going to condemn it.
All right, who motioned?
Ryan did.
I think everybody did, didn't they?
Yeah.
I made one too.
Mike. I think Mike was first, actually. He just started screaming, sell it. Probably do both eight.
Yeah, we're going to. Everybody good for that?
What?
And then you call the roll for that
No,
one?
I did not. Bob,
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Bertle,
Yeah.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Condemn 820 Central and 119 West 4th Street.
That was a public.
Yes.
So moved. There we go.
Read.
Read.
People living on?
No,
No.
no, they're not livable.
That's what we don't know.
119's a garage.
Garage.
Yeah.
I'll make the motion.
We already got it.
Okay.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Bertle,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Ameren IP's quoted 6,300 for Donna Drive lighting. It's actually Taylor Street and Donna Drive.
Oh, both?
Yeah. So
Okay.
they didn't upcharge us for the fiberglass poles.
They're not?
They didn't upcharge, no,
That's nice.
no, so they donated.
So moved. Second.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Bertle,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy,
Yeah.
Mike.
Yes.
That's what we lay the conduit.
Clear gun,
We lay the conduit.
he's on there.
Here you go.
Um,
Let me see what the price is right here. This savings.
4,004, so it's,
And then every year after it'd be that much.
okay. So we, checked into Glare Gov program. I'm sure you guys was all aware of it. And he's here on the Zoom today. If you have any questions, and city administrator looked over it and the treasurer, and they all think it'll be a big improvement for budget and also improvements to our long-term plan. So we need a motion for, it's 14,625 and then 4,050 for setup.
I'll make the motion.
So it's
50 for setup?
Yeah,
basically a program.
yes, it is.
It's a budgeting program and it helps you budget long-term also. So you can put in like things that maybe you don't want next year, but maybe.
2 years from now.
The
Right.
strategy planning.
He's up there. If you have any questions.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, you're fine.
Mike, strategy program for like improving streets, sewers and everything will be on it.
And we've been using Excel spreadsheets for our budget for the past 15 years.
Is
And
he on?
Yeah, he's right there.
you have to
Hi, buddy.
formula all the time. It's very time consuming.
If you have any questions, you can ask him. He's here zoomed in. He's from Chicago area, so I didn't think.
Don't,
he'd
don't
wanna-
feel like you gotta ask questions though, just because I'm here.
If anybody has any questions, we did a demo program with him, about a month ago. Pretty much, and he kind of explained everything to us, so I think it's actually an excellent program for the village to get into.
It'll actually assist what we've been trying to do by
Yes.
getting things gathered up, and then you can do strategic planning
Yes.
for larger equipment projects.
Yes,
But his program allows you to be able to sit there budget-wise and basically squirrel some of that money into different areas,
Yes.
so it keeps the amount to build for the project that's coming up. Instead of just on how we normally say, hey,
Gotcha.
I think it's gonna be May, what did I tell you, 15th?
Well, we're definitely gonna have that meeting on the 15th at 9 a.m. Yep. But we'll probably have a kickoff before then. Yeah.
Okay, okay. We need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Billy made the motion.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Bertle,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Thing.
Okay,
Table,
okay,
because there's nothing.
okay.
Yeah, nothing's happened.
Anybody in the public have anything? Go ahead, Rick.
Been having a lot of speeding, like running way over the speed limit, dealing with Myers. Virgil's aware of it, Denny Simpkins, Tommy John across the street. Bring this up because I talked to Mr. Brown, who's been sitting there trying to catch them. Virgin wanted to know if it'd be okay to try to get in their pockets first and put out some tickets, which is fine for now, but they're going down that road so fast, it's a certain few.
I
There's
got,
any way that I can get a four-way stop at Delwood and Myers, like they did at 16th Street.
I think it's a dangerous thing. There ain't enough space between the bottom of that bridge and Delwood.
Okay.
You know, somebody comes
So,
east over the top of that bridge and there's two cars waiting, stop sign. There ain't no,
But there's a stop sign on the other side of it.
exactly.
huh?
There's a stop sign on the
But
other
it's a hell of a lot farther.
Same distance.
almost a block away.
Huh?
It's about the same.
No, it ain't.
No, it's-
Glendale's farther.
Not Glendale, Delwood.
I know, but Glendale,
If it's a
stop
full,
sign
depending what it
is
is.
farther from the base of that bridge than Delwood is, what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's about 2 miles.
Crestwood is a four-way
The
stop.
other side's about 1 mile.
Well, they did the same thing at 16th Street, and he got one
Four-way stop, there's no danger.
quick.
It'll be a
Because
four-way
one
stop,
of these
Crestwood
kids
and
are gonna
Myers.
get hit down there, then you gotta go.
Well, it is a four-way stop.
There is a four-way
Yeah.
Crestwood and Myers.
We can't put on one block and then another block.
Well, I hope when the
Yeah.
bridge gets done, there's a heck of a lot less traffic.
We have to stop at each end of the bridge.
Well, there's-
Stop at each
And
end
you
of
got
the
the same,
bridge.
same thing on
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Washington and Atlas.
So, hey, Rick, how about if we take the Glendale four-way stop down and put a stop sign on each end of the bridge?
That's fine with me.
That's would
You
be
remember how the old
feasible
black-
than a stop sign.
I'm just gonna be honest, stop signs aren't stopping speeding. We put them up down Washington Street, they stop at the stop sign and you hear them, they're.
Who the hell said they stopped?
It was on, the other day, and I was coming down Washington, and this guy just blew the stop sign completely, but they stop, and then they gun it to the next one. And they're still
That's
speeding.
what they was doing on 16th.
But, I mean, our officers can't be everywhere, and the.
But we hired extra.
In all honesty, after your complaint about 2 weeks ago when you put it in,
Yeah.
Alice and other officers have sat there, we've got about 4 hours, 5 hours in there. And the fastest car they clocked was 28 miles an hour,
Right. But, you know,
which is
it's
only
it's mainly on the
3 miles
weekends-
over the speed
At
limit.
nighttime.
Weekends and nighttime. Last night, 11 o'clock at night.
We're gonna have a stop sign at every.
Well, it gives you something to do, it gives you something to do too, because because I said, I live by, we know where I live, Rick. I live there by Fifth Street, and even I sat on the front porch, count how many blew the stop sign. It's been there for I don't know how many years.
I mean, I'm just trying to read,
Racetrack.
somebody's gonna get killed on that road and then it's too late now.
I was just gonna ask if we could have the little portable radar put in front of in my yard.
They're getting ready to put them up now.
Can we have one on 14th Street in my yard?
If you want it there,
Yeah.
yeah. You mean a sign?
No, I mean the portable radar.
There's a sign with that portable radar.
Yeah, that they put on the double street.
Right,
Oh, you mean
That
that?
says how fast are you
right.
going?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
sign with that.
Can you put that in my?
Yeah, we're getting ready to place them now.
Because I think they
They
think
are?
the speed limit says 80 instead of 30.
Well, a lot of his traffic will get relieved when they get G Street Bridge
They're
down.
flying, they're flying.
Send you an email, TJ.
Especially the big trucks, the big.
I know, and with this interstate construction, this is a new problem we're gonna have to deal with.
I think it's been this way for a long, long
Well, I
time.
mean, it's even worse right now.
Everywhere in town.
Take the two stop signs off and move it to the bridge.
That, and the electronics,
One officer on, you can only be so many places.
and the electronic speed signs, they just watch how fast they're going.
Yeah, the same way it used to be years ago.
Honking.
Yeah, without the horn honking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to know if between 4th Street and 16th Street, is there any way of getting some kind of street light?
They're,
It's black.
they're doing that survey right now, right?
There's no
Ryan's supposed to be
sidewalk.
driving around and see how dark it is and putting streetlights in.
There's
We're
no
doing that now.
sidewalks, and there's a lot of people that walk and walk their dogs
I
and
know.
it's pitch black and you
Well-
can't see them.
Main reason for that is, if we do get a business in there. So we gotta,
That would light it up, but,
we gotta kind of leave it a blank slate right now, because the business comes in there, they might,
but I can free drive into County Market and not see somebody and, I mean.
oh, I'm not
it's
talking
black.
lighting, I'm talking sidewalk.
No, I'm talking lighting.
You said sidewalks too.
Yeah, I know, But I'm saying they don't have. no stop
We're doing a
signs.
survey right now. Ryan's working third shift. The policeman is trying to determine where it's dark in the fire code he's supposed to be working.
Really dark through there. But I also don't want something that's so bright that it bothers the neighbors, you know, like the one we have out in front of our house. It lights up everything.
Can't have both things.
I know.
You
can
either
take
want
that-
it lit up or you don't
can
want it
take
lit
that
up.
light in front of my house and put it down there, because we also got one on the corner. We got two together.
Rick?
What's her name?
I have one more question, might be for Marty. How many tickets have been issued? I mean, I know it's a time frame. How many tickets have been issued on that road so far since we started the patrol?
Around your residence, what we're talking about?
Correct.
That's what I was trying to explain to you. In the time we've been there, there's been none because the fastest speed has been 3 miles over the
Correct,
speed
I
limit.
understand that, but
So we're not gonna write people for 3 miles.
exactly, that's why I see you get warned. It's ridiculous. I mean, even for,
Well-
I'm surprised, you know, Denny Simpkins is not here, Tommy John, all the neighbors around there.
Hey, Rick, we were just sitting here talking, we'll move that stop sign on Glendale down there, put it on.
Bridge,
Bridge.
change the bridge.
That's fine with me.
Put it on
Yield.
They need to stop when they come to the bridge,
Then you can
correct?
put a sign that says you have to stop because people want to speed.
Not when they go over.
Well, the thing is,
I know, I remember.
here's the whole thing, then when they run a detail down there, if they blow the sign.
You can't,
They're taking.
No, we're taking
You go
Glendale
over
off,
the bridge.
Glendale
It's
Myers.
gonna be the other direction. where you got-
Well, then, yeah.
stop, it's not safe.
Take Myers off. Get through and you put the stop sign at the bridge.
Right where
You
the.
stop at Glendale.
We
I think
make every intersection a four-way.
the only solution that I can offer to the table is we gotta get the bridge done, minimize the traffic in that neighborhood. So we can't, I mean, as a village board, we can't sit here and hold guns to people's head and tell them they can't speak.
Well, we also hired extra people and made it do.
And our officers are working hard to make sure they rectify the
Josh is
situation.
getting the patrol together right now for combat.
Quite frankly, we have other shitheads in town that are causing more problems than speaking, so.
No, I've lived in this town for 60 years, so,
That's gonna cause an
I know
accident.
what's going on.
Well, and I'm not saying you don't, I'm
We
just
already
saying.
have one because-
Moving stop signs are not gonna solve any more problems, it's gonna make just.
I don't know what else to do with it.
But I never see anybody get pulled over on 14th Street, ever.
The interstate's.
I can assure you that I work for a towing company, we towed a bunch of cars up.
Well,
Have
I work from home
serious
and I'm there all
notice
day
and
long,
everything
I don't
else,
see
that's gonna be-
nobody.
And I understand that, and I'm telling you.
We just told the
can't be-
PNT out there day before yesterday, Sergeant two. Sergeant,
At least maybe at least the traffic's.
right there, just, east of King Street, right there, turn on the line.
She wants me to yell
We
at
had one
Yeah.
in my driveway.
On Fifth Street, that's the worst part.
They're not like sort of-
Got video to prove.
So everybody's lost,
Let's go.
trying to follow their GPS.
Let's go. Let's go. We got other business to take care of.
Can I get a boot? Please?
So that's what we're talking about, Rick.
Okay, thank you.
I'll have to go in front of the board and have a
When is
meeting.
Keegan Street gonna be completed?
I don't know when that is, Tom. You know, when TJ's gonna be paving and everything, or oil and chipping and finishing it.
Still got to dig on.
He's gotta dig across Jefferson Street yet at Keegan.
I just wanna know.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. So he's got to put one more line into the lift station on the other side of the creek.
Okay.
So. Anybody else? I got a little speech to give everybody. So the mayor's retiring, huh? No. No. So I just want to let everybody know that I'm officially retiring May the 31st. And I think Billy's gonna take my place. I'm not sure, it's gonna be a board decision. And I want to thank Tiffany for stepping up, being the city administrator, to relieve all the problems for the future mayor. She'll get all the headaches. And Cass for stepping up, being treasurer, Lori for stepping up for doing the clerk's job. And I would also like to thank all the past board members I've worked with and the current village board members and all the village employees. And I'm concerned to make sure you still work together to make our community successful. So that's my official notice, May 31st at 23. And I want to thank all my family for supporting me and my newest members of my family. So I appreciate it. Thank you. So now,
Hey, David, the clapping because you're retired?
yeah, my baby. I was gonna tell everybody in front of the board meeting, we're not raising your taxes, so all this group may not be necessary, so. Do we need to go on executive session
Yes.
for property? Okay,
Yes.
property and personnel,
Yeah.
property
Property, yes.
And,
Yes. Yes.
and property. Neither of us can go to executive session.
Big motion.
Second.
Bob.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Virgil.
Yep.
Ryan.
Yes.
Billy.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Betting on me, so you.
Hold on.
Excuse me, Director George.
Quit raining, they all.
You're good. You're live.
Make a motion, we.
Hold on. I'm not
Wait a
good.
minute, he's here.
Not really, but.
Okay, who made it?
I made the motion, we reconvene the regular session.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yeah.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy.
Yes.
Yes.
What are you doing?
We gotta do it on both, don't we?
Huh?
We gotta do it on both.
No,
No.
property,
Okay.
property can remain silent.
I make the motion, we uphold the findings of the board during executive session regarding to legal action.
Need a motion?
Second.
Good motion.
Ryan made it, Bob second.
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil,
Yep.
Ryan,
Yes.
Billy,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Yeah, no other, you guys have any other business? Since we wore ourselves out?
Went pretty quick.
Mike, anybody else?
Document night really went good, so appreciate everything there. Clean up Earth Day things, Saturday at the community center, 9 to 12.
They delivered all the stuff today, the city did.
The rummage sale coming up in May, we'll talk about it. Tiffany's already got some people at the community center for that, so.
Oh, you got people signing up for trash pickup.
But we are gonna tell food vendors now. We don't need that.
I did receive a complaint via email last Sunday, participant or grandparent at the ballpark about ironically speeding. And it was more so about the dust and they had to stop, I guess, and I wasn't there, so I don't know, but they had to stop the games a couple times because of the speed was causing so much
They gonna
dust.
put oil down there?
Right, they got blowing speed bumps.
Well, they just put them in.
Those speed bumps, they just put them in, but those speed bumps, they just drive right over them. Like they're not.
They're not
The oil and chip.
This side, this end, the back of the stadium.
But
It's this side.
I'm not really, I didn't bring it up to debate it. I brought that to the attention of the public works director and the police chief and they can kind of collude together. to see
It needs
if they can
oil
figure out
anyway.
Yeah.
the way. Phil did suggest that we reach out to Post 210 and get an up-to-date schedule of the game so he can make sure that.
Already did that.
Okay, he already did that. So he can make sure that he can arrange some patrol over there during the games.
And that may be high school.
Don't have any-
This was, it was a high school parent that, it wasn't even actually, we need to get high school, I'm glad you mentioned that. It was Danville High School girls softball, was who this parent.
That makes it faster, but
I gave
it's
the email,
dust up.
so.
Imagine that, women drivers.
Macy's. Where they come from the old.
But I know it happens for the Post 210, I know that their players do speed over too. We also,
It's dusty.
TJ also recommended that he get a hold of the director of the Post 210 and just remind the coaches to remind the players and the parents that to mind the speed limit.
I
Hey,
said,
there's really not much we can do, but it's just, I wanted to make sure it was brought to the
you get old TJ and see if we can spray calcium chloride.
I don't know why, but she sent me the email and she included Bob on the email and then.
She tried to send them through and.
So I don't know if anybody else received the email.
I never got one.
I don't know if it was just user error or what, but I did see Bob was attached.
Speaking of Post 210, they're supposed to have about 30 volunteers for Saturday too.
And also, they called me about putting turf on the infield, wanna know if we care. I said, why would we care if we're gonna turf the infield?
Yeah,
So they're trying to get grant money to turf the infield.
as long as you don't take it with you.
Vernon?
I don't have anything.
Scott? Billy?
No, then I got, still we're on the rental meetings.
Yeah.
We've had a couple, I wasn't able to be at the last one, my wife had an appointment, but we only had two, so they're making.
I got some good feedback from Dave Wessner on that too, from our meeting the other day. When we did. I told you about that.
Bob?
Well, thank Brian for cooking that night at the fire station. But,
Well, me and Justin both.
good job.
Just trying to do a meal every once in a while for the guys to, just as a, get everybody together and get some stuff done and morale booster.
Easter egg hunt went good. I don't have a good 150 kids still there.
Heck, yeah.
We did get compliments after they said the way Danville's went, that, was mass chaos. We liked it, so.
Their Easter money was wore out. Mhm.
Yeah, I like the guy in the wagon. If you people don't get back from the fish, we're not doing it.
Mhm.
I want to play. My suggestion is next year though, is to figure out a place to line everybody up. Other than in front of the fence, because it's ridiculous.
All three fields.
Yeah, we had talked
We
about
also
that.
suggested that too.
Or-
And it might be worth even getting a couple areas set up so you could have the hunt going on with this age group and this side over here is already going. So then there's not the downtime between throwing the eggs back out. You could start this hunt over here and reset the field over here for the next.
Actually, you could use pony field for both of them.
Yeah, either way, but it's just a suggestion that was brought to our attention. And I can see, I have a pretty good vantage point from the trailer. Just parents don't listen and trying to cluster everybody to one area because they all think they got to get in there first. And you're just there for 20 minutes longer than what you need to.
Rummage sales are made at 27.
Cool.
Anything else?
Graduation, Danville High School.
So always, graduation is always.
Oh, shoot, I'm supposed, oh, well,
Emotions.
I probably wouldn't go anyway.
Hold on, I was just doing something
You
else.
dozing?
You guys were just.
Motion to adjourn. Bill, second by Bob.
Yes.
All in favor?
Bob,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Virgil.
Yeah, Nate, you
Brian,
had the same
Kelly,
option.
Mike.
Hold on.